This is the mathematical corner of the school. We're surrounded by maths classrooms, and that sound that you can't hear is the sound of pencil on paper, the quiet rustle of equations being solved, of conjectures being made, and of theorems being proved. Maths is an important part of the school, but of course it's not the only subject. And down the corridor in front of me, there are the humanities classrooms: philosophy, history, geography, economics, and English.
A lot of students take maths because it's really important in today's society to be able to understand a more numerate kind of discipline, and lots of jobs involve a lot of numbers. And I think that they see that it's a way of thinking logically and thinking to a higher level, and gives them problem-solving skills that they can apply to their careers and the rest of their life. I would like my mathematicians to be confident problem solvers who could tackle many problems in all situations in their life.
It touches absolutely every single aspect of our entire world. It takes the best bits of every other subject and puts them all together in one phenomenal super subject. It is inspirational. Every single day I am challenged by my pupils. Every single day I learn something new, and I hope they do as well. So it's absolutely inspiring to be able to come into a classroom on a daily basis and be able to interact with these amazing young people.
Possibly a very large base of the pyramid, because you'd be expecting more and more children to be born, more babies to be born.
I absolutely love teaching philosophy, theology and ethics. I think it stimulates the very core of our being. It enables us to ask and explore the great and big questions of life, the questions that really matter. What are we here for? How can we improve this life? And is there a purpose to life? Is there a God? What will happen when we die? A couple of my favourite lessons this term have been when students have come up with an idea that I haven't thought of, that they've corrected something that I've written on the board as being logically inconsistent, that they've challenged me, and that we have therefore moved the human project on together. The epistemological trauma of our unknowing isn't an invitation to despair, but rather an invitation to explore, to learn, because learning is amazing. And in philosophy, theology and ethics, we realise that there are certain things that can't be answered. But as Socrates says, although a man should not speak of as if he knew something when he doesn't, he should be able to say what he thinks. And PTE is that subject that really has students thinking for themselves.
But I want you to think about the language he uses. How does he talk about them? How does he talk about us?
The way he separated them and made them look all foreign and alien.
Absolutely.
You're sort of distant from the subject.
Yeah.
He's not mentioning that I don't pay ransoms, he's saying it as like a group of people.
All of us. Who do you mean by all of us?
He's saying that all who oppose injustice, instead of just saying Western civilization, you say that it's the whole entire world.
I love languages. Languages are my thing. I mean, I'm not very sciencey or mathsy. I can only really do languages. Like since a young age, it was something that I really got and that I was good at, and so I've kind of gone with that, and I'm really glad I did, because I mean, you know, later on in life I started learning Mandarin, and that's been really exciting, and I really want to learn some other languages like Italian or German, for example. So I think for me, for a purely selfish reason, I love teaching languages. But in terms of what it does to your brain, and you know, there are so many studies that show that people who can speak more than one language, you know, are just able to think in very different ways. Like they can think laterally. Languages in a way are also quite mathematical as well. If you think about the grammar and how it's quite formulaic, so it fits into kind of the arts as well as the sciences as well. So I think it provides an all-round kind of challenge for students.
The price has indeed gone down, but the quantity has gone up by more than the price has gone down. So we're in this situation. Decrease in price, large increase in quantity. In other words, our revenue goes